Hi, welcome back. I am going to Amsterdam in a few days, and I thought it'd be fun to pack my reading list for Amsterdam with you, which is what we'll be doing today. So let's pick out those books first, and then I'll tell you about them. Well, we're already technically in my bookshelf, so I already don't know what I want to read. Okay, lock in mode. Okay, I've got this. I wish I could put my phone somewhere stable. This doesn't seem that stable, huh? Maybe I should do without a mic. Oh wait. The first book that I thought of when thinking of packing was this one, which is Sunburn. Tell you about it in a second. Let's grab some more books. The problem is that most of the books that I want to read this summer are like way too thick for me to take along. Okay. Next one. I'm thinking 3 books. I usually take a lot of books with me when I travel. I just know that while I will have a lot of downtime, because we're going to Amsterdam to see Amsterdam, but we're also going to Amsterdam to be on vacation and to chill, because we have this beautiful Airbnb, and it's going to be very quiet and cozy, and so I want to read during those times, but I know even then I will not be able to read that much, so I'm thinking 3 books, and maybe I can tell you about them, and we can read the first lines together. Wouldn't that be fun? Should I take the book that I'm currently reading with me? Or do I pick entirely new reads? That's the ever so question. Do I need new books? Conflicting. I'm like, should I go buy more books tomorrow? Because all of my books, I would love... Maybe I will. I would love to take Ocean Wong's book with me, but it's so thick. That doesn't seem like something I will read, though. I would, but that seems too much. Maybe I'll take a classic. I don't know, I'm not really feeling my options right now. I've read all of these, sadly. I've read most of these except for these 2. I could take this one. I'm taking this one, okay. I really wish I could take Ocean Wong, but I don't think I can read it. I don't think I can, in the amount of time I have, read it. So I think I have the books that I want to read, and do I want to take Hui with me? No, I'll keep that for the rest of August. Okay, I'll take this one. Why not? Okay, so I have 4 books. Hi, hello. So let's talk about the books I picked. Some of these I've already mentioned on my channel before, some of them I haven't. Really random, like you were able to see, really random picking, but let's start with the first one that I'll be taking to Amsterdam with me. And also, I will probably buy books there, so maybe I should take even less books. I'll tell you about these 4 that I potentially am taking to Amsterdam, and then I'll ask my friends how many books they're taking, because they're probably not taking as much as I am. Anyway, the first book that I picked is Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howarth, and this will be read. If I don't read this in Amsterdam, I will scream and shout. I've wanted to read this for such a long time, and I cannot believe that I haven't, but it just very recently arrived, and I didn't read that much this month, so I'm hoping I read more in August, because summer is almost over. Based on the weather, July wasn't summer at all. Anyway, Sunburn. Let me read you the summary. It's the early 1990s, and in the Irish village of Crossmore, 15-year-old Lucy feels out of place. Despite her fierce friendships, she's always felt this way, and the conventional path of marriage and motherhood doesn't appeal to her at all. Not even with handsome and doting Martin, her closest childhood friend. Lucy begins to make sense of herself during a long, hot summer, when a spark with her school friend Susanna escalates to an all-consuming infatuation. and, very quickly, to a desperate and devastating love. Fearful of rejection from a small and conservative community, Lucy begins living a double life, hiding the most honest parts of herself in stolen moments with Susanna. But, with the end of school and the opportunity to leave Crossmore looming, Lucy must choose between two places, two people and two futures, each as terrifying as the other. Only one can offer a real happiness. That's Sunburn. And because I'm feeling saucy, I've never used that word before, I'm going to read the first line with you, and we can see what it's like. June 1998. Now is the time between birth and slaughter. Another summer has arrived. I spend days waiting for something to happen. Something glorious, even something tragic. Nothing ever happens. But now I want to read the book right now. I shouldn't have done that, but I will continue to do it with every book. Wow, oh my god. Like, I knew people love this book, but oh my fucking god. My god. Okay. I feel like I'm going very quickly, but there's not much to say. I haven't read them yet. So, the next book is Greek mythology, and no, okay, I was about to lie, but it's not. Anyway, the next book is Greek mythology, like I said, and it's The Heroines by Laura Shepperson. Got this from my best friend, and this is what it's about. In Athens, crowds flock to witness the most shocking trial of the ancient world. The royal family is mired in scandal. Phaedra, young bride of King Theseus, has accused her stepson, Hippolytus, of rape. He's a prince, a talented horseman, a promising young man with his whole life ahead of him. She's a naive and neglected wife, the youngest in a long line of Cretan women with less than savory reputations. The men of Athens must determine the truth, who is guilty and who is innocent. But the women know truth is a slippery thing. After all, this is the age of heroes and the age of monsters. There are two sides to every story, and theirs has gone unheard until now. This is a very classic Greek mythology retelling. Like, we've seen the feminist retellings, and we've been eating them up, and I will be eating this one up as well. I haven't heard many people talk about this, so maybe I'll be very disappointed, or maybe I will absolutely love this one. It's beautifully illustrated inside as well. There's a quote in here, there's a guide to the people mentioned, and there's a prologue. Let's read the first line of this prologue. The Bard. Gather round, welcome guests and good citizens of Athens. Gather round. I have a tale to tell you, one close to your heart. It's about your brave king, Theseus, and the evil monster he slew for you. A beast with the torso of a man and the head of a bull. The Cretan crime against nature they called the Minotaur. The little man played a couple of notes on his whistle, then sat back on his stool as he waited for the rumblings. Sure enough, the crowd responded. We know this one already, foreigner. Why would we want to hear it again? And from you. The citizens of Athens, predominantly young, men in their prime, began to trickle away. That's Darians, and I'm really excited for this one as well. I absolutely love reading Greek mythology in summer, so hoping the best for this one. Now, the one I was unsure about because of its size and of its heaviness, because it's a hardback. Beautiful cover, it's so beautiful. I fall in love every single time I see it. It's Sunstruck by William Rayford Hunter, and this is the most recent addition to my shelf, and god do I want to read this summer. It's being read this summer, I just don't know when, and I don't know if I can take it to Amsterdam, but I do want to, so let's talk about it. Sunstruck. Summary. Where are you? Here. It's summer, and a young man walks through the gates of a luxurious mansion in the south of France. At the dinner table, the Blake siblings await him. Lily, his carefree friend from university, Dot, the rebellious younger sister, and Felix, handsome, charismatic, and guarded. Between sun-drenched days spent lounging by the pool In nights blurring into endless, opulent parties, the man is captivated by Felix's restless allure. As his desire grows, the chance to become part of the family and the world of money and power starts to feel within reach. But the idyllic haze of summer fades as they return to London, and the cracks in the Blakes' careful facade begin to show. With both men tormented by demons of their own, their bond is increasingly tested and pulled apart at the seams. Their secrets and the choices they make will change not only their lives, but the future of those around them. Doesn't that sound good? If you haven't been sold by the cover, you should be sold by now. This is absolutely wonderful summer read. It's gay, it's beautiful, it's dramatic. Oh my god. I was just skipping the first line, and then I saw there's a little quote in front of the prologue, and it says, "Make yourself all honey, and the flies will devour you." Okay. Pop off. This is the first line of the prologue. The body in the swimming pool doesn't move. Dark hair and white silk fan out around it, arms and legs hanging down like a marionette. I stare down into the inky water for a moment longer. The night around me is muted. The noise of crickets and the music and the laughter from inside are muffled, as if I, too, am submerged. And then the world snaps back into focus. Rough grooves of stones scrape my feet. Crickets, water, music, laughter. Every sound swells to a crescendo. There's hot blood in my ears. I look around, hoping someone will rescue us, but no one is coming. It's just the body and me suspended together. Oh my god. So I'm definitely taking these two. I'm going crazy. Help. Anyway. And the last book on this list, just because it's small and I want to read it for a long time. Book Talk used to rave about this book, and I just got it from my friend because she was looking through her books and didn't want it anymore. It's I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman, and I feel like this will also be a good summer read for some reason. And let me tell you what it's about if you don't know already, because I feel like a lot of people know what it's about. Deep underground, 39 women live imprisoned in a cage. Watched over by guards, these women have no memory of how they got there, no notion of time, and only vague recollections of their lives before. As the burn of electric light merges day into night and numberless years pass, a young girl, the 40th prisoner, sits alone and outcast in a corner. But soon she will show herself to be the key to the others' escape and survival in a strange world that awaits them above. Very classical, dystopian, female-centered storytelling, and I've heard great things about it, and I've heard some split opinions about this, so I really do want to read it and find out what I personally think about it. And this is translated from the French by Ross Schwartz. Okay, it's here. And an introduction from Sophie McIntosh, which is great. I really like Sophie McIntosh. Here's the first line. Since I barely ventured outside these days, I spend a lot of time in one of the armchairs, rereading the books. I only recently started taking an interest in the prefaces. I never know how to say that word in the context given. The authors talk readily about themselves, explaining their reasons for writing the book. This surprises me. Surely it was more usual in that world than in the one in which I have lived for people to pass on the knowledge they had acquired. They often seem to feel the need to emphasize that they wrote the book not out of vanity, but because someone asked them to, and that they had thought about it long and hard before accepting. How strange. That is I Who Have Never Known Men. And please, if you can help me decide which ones I'll actually be taking, let me tell you the info that I can give you. I'll be in Amsterdam from Saturday to Thursday, so that's 5 nights, 6 days, I think. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 6 days, 5 nights. We'll be going into the city a lot, seeing musicals, exploring the city, but we'll also be staying in a lot because we want to chill and relax. So how many books should I take and which should I take. If you've read any of them, let me know if they're worth bringing, and if they're not, also let me know. Maybe I'll take it into consideration. And yeah, also let me know what type of content you want to see from Amsterdam, because I'll be vlogging, as I always do. I was thinking I might mix it up a little bit and still do my aesthetic, cinematic vlogging type, but like put some of the people coming with me's personality in there, and like give you the insight of what cool friends I have. Or maybe I should stick to just the aesthetic vlog type. Maybe I do 2 separate vlogs. Maybe I do a book shopping vlog. Maybe I do a reading vlog. Maybe I do a what I got in Amsterdam video. I don't know. Let me know if you're interested in any of these, and I'll make them for you. See you then. Bye!